Yo, what's going on guys? My name is Zach, and today I would be giving my thoughts on all of Ash Ketchum's Kanto Pokemon. Now of course, we're not going to count those who were used in their pre-evolve. Well, technically, if they're in the pre-evolve forms, we're not going to use them on the list. They have to be fully evolved or midway through the evolution. And we will not count Pokemon that were not caught, for example, Haunter. So yeah. Also, the 30 Tauros will be counted, but it'll all be combined into one Tauros, so if your favorite one. So that means all of them are just one. So remember, this is all my opinion. And if everyone doesn't get a high rating, then let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, my name is the Pokemaster, so without wasting any more of your time, let's begin with the video. Let's go. Number 1. Pikachu. This has always been Ash's Pokemon partner since the beginning. He's always a Pokemon that everyone knows and he can never be replaced. He won so many battles for Ash and seems to be a loyal Pokemon. Not only that, but not to mention they have an unbreakable bond in most of the Pokemon series, especially in Black and White, which is technically on top of Sun and Moon and even in Journeys. And of course, we can't talk about as many feats it has, especially battling many legendaries, pseudo-legendaries, megas, and Pokemon he's even weak against. And with all of that, Pikachu gets a 10 out of 10. Number 2. Butterfree. This is Ash Ketchum's first catch Pokemon, and his first Pokemon to be fully evolved into his final stage. Even though it had a lot of screen time, it was still an important Pokemon to Ash's journey, and it was a Pokemon that had dreams even though it was released still early. So on, we cherish every moment with it. So it gets a 10 out of 10. Number 3. Pidgeot. This was Ash's second catcher, and was the start of every flyer Ash should have. While yes, it didn't have any good or bad wins, it was still a good Pokemon, because Ash relied to help us find Team Rocket, also on any important stuff. And guys, don't listen to the dub of the anime, we were all lied to. Ash, it will never come back to Ash. So it gets a 9 out of 10. Sometimes I wish the dub actually listened to us. Number 4. Bulbasaur. This was Ash's first grass type Pokemon, and probably one of his most trustworthy ones. It often gathers every Pokemon for a meeting and also takes care of the Pokemon that are not Ash's. He even has some of the best battles in the series without even evolving to Ivysaur or Venusaur. Not only that, it didn't even want to evolve, as it wants to stay true to itself, and it's already strong as it is. So it gets a 9 out of 10. Number 5. Squirtle. This Pokemon was cool back in the day, wearing shades in the sun and being a firefighter. And all of that, he even had a brotherly relationship with Bulbasaur. Too bad it was back with this group, but it did get called back from Ash time to time, so it wasn't a big of a takeaway. Even came back in the late Battle Frontier series to battle off Brandon and his Reggies. So yeah, not only that, it could have evolved, but it decided not to. So it gets a 9 out of 10. Number 6. Charizard. Oh boy, where did I go with this? This Pokemon was disobedient in Season 1 of the anime and the middle half of Season 2, but it was very strong. It has won more battles in the anime than any of Ash's Pokemon, but still doesn't help the fact that it cost Ash a loss in the Kanto League. I'll give it the fact that he came back in Black and White, so it gets an 8 out of 10. Number 7. Kinkler. This Pokemon was the first that Ash didn't have any help for anyone to catch. He just caught it and it was sent to Oak. It was never used until the Kanto League, so what was the point? It gets a 6 out of 10. Number 8. Radicate. Let's be honest, who even remember Ash got this Pokemon? Well, probably most of the fan base has forgotten about it. It was traded for Ash's Butterfree back in Season 1, but Ash traded it back after he missed his Butterfree, so Radicate didn't have anything to do. So it gets a 2 out of, well, actually no, let's make that into a 1 out of 10. Number 9. Primate. Okay, so this Pokemon was Ash's strongest Pokemon before Charizard came in. It was more as a gag Pokemon, but it was still very good in battling. hoping that we see it again in the future, because we haven't seen it since it was off in training back in Season 1, so it gets a 5 out of 10. Number 10, Muck. Muck is one of those Pokemon I tend to enjoy whenever it pops up on screen. It wasn't a bad Pokemon by no means. In fact, it was one of the Pokemon that helped Ash in the Kanto League. Sadly, it didn't have a lot of screen time in Season 1, which cost us some points. So it gets a 7 out of 10. Number 11, Tauros. So for those who don't know, Ash caught 30 Tauros, 30 of them, which was in a banned episode which never aired outside of Japan. Now we don't know which one Ash used in what episodes. All we know is the fact that Ash caught 30 of them, and if I had to guess, he probably used number 7. Now of course, it's not the writer's fault, it's just the fact we don't know which Tauros to use. So it gets a 7 out of 10. Number 12, Lapras. This Pokemon was caught by Ash back in the beginning of Season 2 in the Pokemon anime. It was also where we were introduced to Tracy's sketching. Lapras was used more as a boat to carry Ash and go across the Orange Islands. It won some battle, it lost some. It was also being harassed by a bunch of Pokemon hunters, so Ash stepped in to help it. So it gets an 8 out of 10. Number 13, finally, Snorlax. Do you know what people think of when they hear or see this Pokemon? The fact that it had 4 moves in a battle back in their battle frontier. Snorlax is no joke in Pokemon battles when Ash sends it out. I wish we can see more of it in Pokemon Journeys since it came back in the Gary/Freddy episode. So it gets a 9 out of 10. So do you guys agree with the list? Well, this is only part 1. Next up we will cover the Johto Pokemon, which will be shorter, which is good. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. And again, my name is Zach, the Pokemaster, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have an awesome day.